Okay, so you ready?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So just could you tell us how you first got into rapping now?
How did I first get into rapping?
Yeah.
Well, I always took, you know, I was always inclined to writing and stuff like poetry when I was younger and things like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I've always been into the musical aspect of it and the words, but I wouldn't say I took it seriously until after high school. I'm 22 now. I was about 17, about to be 18 when I graduated, and I just like I didn't love too many things, and I saw a lot of people going into jobs that they hated just to sustain themselves, and I was
Right.
just like, yo, if I love music, I might as well just do that, and like so that was around the age I got into it, but I've always just loved it, like it just made sense to me.
Awesome. Um, so who's your favorite rapper right now and overall?
That's damn, that's really hard to say. I would say like holding it down lyrically, the Coles and the Kendricks mainstream wise,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. But in all time, that's hard to say. Like my top five would be like my pops, Lupe, Eminem, maybe Black Thought, Most Def, like people like that. But it's hard for me to pick like
Uh
a
huh.
number one. That's that's like picking a favorite child.
Okay, I hear it. I hear it. Okay. How'd you come up with your song Heat Wave?
Heat Wave. I really was on the toilet when I wrote that, and then and really it was just the sample. Shout out to Schizo. He had that sample inside of it, and it was a fun track because he sent us a few beats. Another one. Shout out to Whispers as well. He sent us I Need as well, and just hearing the beat, it just felt right, and
Uh huh.
yeah, I can't even say like the sample really led it and just the feel of the song, and then I wrote it, and it was a fun recording process with the feel of it. We went to the beach, Orchard Beach in the Bronx, and we recorded it.
Uh
It
huh.
was just it was just a nice organic process.
And it all just came together.
Yeah. It just came together. That one was one of those like that was one of those like beats that I was just feeling, and the rhymes just flew out. It was one of those.
Cool. Cool. Um, so what do you think of the fact that people say like New York raps? There's a stigma that they say it's dead. So do you feel that way, and do you feel like you're bringing it back?
Is New York rap dead? I would say it's suppressed or even watered down in a sense because everyone's trying to ride these trends and people don't sound like
Right.
they're from where they're from. That they yeah people don't sound like it because they since everyone's riding the trend and say like trap music is killing or South music is killing, so it might be a New York cat but he's trying to rap like them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So they have no personal identity with where they was from, and that's sad because the art really left the hip hop game in a sense, and it became more about monetary gain and keeping up with the image and just the fame. So when you're more concerned about being famous than you are about the art, you're just gonna do things just to that you think is gonna get you on. In a lot of ways, that music that's getting played in the clubs and the
Right.
radio, since that's the things that people deem to be killing it the most right now, they're gonna sound like that, even if you're from New
Yeah.
York and then you don't sound like it. So I would say New York rap got suppressed because of that and because of the people that's getting shined right now in hip hop. But I feel like it's still here,
Uh huh.
especially if you got your ear and opposed to the underground. And I feel like I definitely try to. I don't try to sound like anything that I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I make the music flow organically. So anyone that does that, they're gonna be influenced by the environment. So I definitely have that in me, the New York stuff, and I definitely think that it's coming back because people always want something new, and
Right.
sometimes something new is the thing that you had before. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because they're not familiar with it. Kids these days, they don't know about real lyricism or even that boom bap era and the golden era. So that's gonna be new to them, and I think they're getting tired of this stuff that's currently happening. I think New York rap or even that sort of hip hop is gonna
Yeah.
come back.
For sure. So how'd you come up with your rap name?
Chris Rivers.
Yeah.
Initially it was Baby Pun when I was younger, but that was a name that was more so given to me than
Right.
I took upon myself. So it was one of those things where because my actual name is Christopher Rios, and Rios means rivers in Spanish. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So that's really what it is. My last name is Rios, which just means rivers.
Right.
So I figured I was like when I was trying to figure out a name that I wanted to go by, I was like, damn, I really want to give people me like. I don't want to have that separation between artist and person.
Right.
So what name can I have as a rapper that's still me? And I was like, what's better than my actual name? I just flipped the last name
That's
from
cool.
Rails to Rivers because it flows. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
it just worked out. Yeah.
So if you had to describe your style, how would you describe it?
I would definitely say a lot of what people can hear right now is on the lyrical side, but if we do more than that, like I'm real versatile in the sense that I can hop on anything, and I'm constantly challenging myself. Like if you feel comfortable, then you're not challenging yourself, and you're not getting better. So I hop on a lot of different things, but I would say I definitely give my all into everything I hear. People can hear passion
Uh huh.
in the music, whether it's energetic or even if it's soulful, or even if it's something that's heartfelt. It's something that you're gonna feel, and it's something that you're gonna know I gave my all into it. So it's hard to put that into like a one word category, but I definitely encourage people to hear the music and see what they feel
Uh
about it.
huh. Okay, so now onto your dad. What are your best memories of your father, Big Pun?
Well, he passed when I was 6,
Uh huh.
so there's not too many memories that I have, but I remember him constantly playing pranks. You know what I'm saying? Like one time he gave me and my sisters. He would do funny shit. Like he gave me and my sisters when Super Soakers first came out. You know
Yeah.
Super
Yeah,
Soakers.
of course.
Yeah, he gave us when they first came out. So he gave us the little like pistol ones, like the handgun ones, and he
Yeah.
said all three of y'all versus me. So we was like, yeah. So we set up outside. We had the bases right, like we had all our spots. And this man came outside with the ultimate like cannon with the 10-gallon backpack
Yeah.
with the shit that shot like a fire hydrant, like, and he just blasted us away. Like he would do shit like that like all the time,
That's
like,
so funny.
and yeah, just doing now, even playing Tekken. Like I remember he was undefeated in Tekken, one of the first Tekkens when it came out, and on PlayStation, and
Yeah.
he would beat everybody. And one day I beat him, and it was a fluke, and he kicked everybody out the house. He was just tight, like just like he was such an extreme person, and it was just fun. And then shortly before he passed, we were staying in the hotel because the house that he was getting built at that time was getting renovated. And yeah, just like shortly before he passed, he was just like super calm and super peaceful.
Uh
We
huh.
was able to use the pool by ourselves because of who he was, and we was all just hanging out in the pool, me, him, my sisters, my mom, my aunt, and it was just really just a good wholesome time. He was doing handstands. He loved the water because he was big.
Yeah.
The water makes you lighter, so you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But yeah, I got it's scattered memories, but I got some good ones that I cherish.
So you remember the day he died?
Yes. It was the day after the pool, or a day or two after the pool. We were staying in a hotel, and we didn't get to say goodbye or anything because we was getting driven to school that morning. And he was still sleeping, and my mother was like, he said he was behaving pretty tired, and he had just went to sleep, so we didn't really get to say bye. But we saw him at the other end of the room and whatever. So
Uh
and
huh.
we then we got picked up from school early, and my uncle picked us up, and he was on the phone, and he seemed distressed, but we didn't know anything yet. And this was at the time where they had him in the hospital, so they were still waiting to hear back the news from the
Yeah.
doctor. And so we was in my grandmother's house, and then eventually we didn't know what was going on. We just thought we got picked up from school early. We just hanging out,
Right.
and my mom comes, and she's like, she sat us down. She said she had something to tell us, and she said that our father had passed. Now he was known for these sorts of dark pranks.
Oh man,
So like,
that
me
just
at the
that
age
just
of
gave me
six,
that just gave
I
me chills.
what'd you say, brother?
That just gave me chills when you said that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So like he was into like crazy pranks. So me at the age of 6, like I don't know if it was a nine or I couldn't accept it. Like I broke out laughing. I'm thinking he's
Yeah.
gonna hop out the closet with a water gun or something like
Right.
that. Like I got you. Like
Right.
psych. And then like the reality set in once I look at everybody else, and like my sisters start crying, and my mom is bawling in tears, and my uncle's crying, and it's just like, oh shit, this is really happening. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? So
man.
that was that day.
Wow. Um. So do you feel like you're living in your father's shadow in a way, or?
I used to feel that way when I first came out. And that's like why my first tapes are real lyrical. Like I really felt like I had something. I still feel like I have something to prove, but it's more to myself now. Like before, I felt like I had to prove to something to live up to his name and to feel good enough and
Right.
to like solidify myself as my own artist. But I guess over time, like I started rapping, really taking it seriously. Like I said, when I was 17, like I was still finding who I was as a person as well as an artist. And now I'm a little older now. I've been doing this a little longer. I'm more comfortable as an artist. I'm more comfortable as a person, and I don't seek validation anymore. I just seek love through what I do. So I don't feel like I'm so much in his shadow anymore as I am I just creating my own path. But
Uh
I
huh.
do I do still want to live up to his name. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, and definitely one day surpass him and what he did, as any son should want to do with his father. You know.
That's awesome, man. What's your favorite song you've done so far?
Favorite song I've done so far.
Yeah.
That's hard. I really like the one. That's all for the newest project, Medicated Consumption. The one is really dope. I like Black Box with me and Osmond Benjamin. Like it varies. Like it really varies, like depending on what mood I'm in. Like, cause I don't listen to myself a lot, but every now and then I listen to all my stuff, and
Yeah.
my favorite song usually switches up.
Uh huh.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on what mood I'm in or what I'm feeling at that time.
Okay. So, what do you have planned for this year?
This year is epic, man. We got a lot of stuff. You might see me in some video game placements with songs, and
Okay.
we got a whole tour. I believe in March we're going out to Europe for about a month, and we're touring out there about
Cool.
15, 20 countries so far. And yeah, man, we doing that. We're gonna come out with at least another two projects this year. We just keep pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of stuff coming. We still in the feudal works because we getting the tour lined up, so we kind of focused on that. But once that's settled, we definitely we still making music constantly. So a lot of material coming, and